New at 9, a scam that creates the illusion of making money is on the rise across green country, and it's impacting people right here at home. One man tells me he's out hundreds of dollars and doesn't want it to happen to anyone else. In my Fox 23 investigation, I learn how these scammers rope people in and what you can do to protect yourself. Danny Baker, like many, has been looking for a job to bring in some extra cash. So when a family member sent him a posting from a job site, he didn't hesitate to check it out.
I know you're looking, so he says, I kind of looked at it. It looks legitimate. It's from Indeed.
So he called the phone number on the listing.
She says, well, you need to get on this WhatsApp and some kind of a money app on your phone, which I'm a dinosaur. I don't do a lot of technology. I said, well, I don't see a problem doing that. I've resisted long enough. I guess I could try some of this stuff.
Danny says he filled out some paperwork and the company guided him through setting things up.
She said, I need $200 to start training. And I said, well, it didn't say that I needed any money. She said, don't worry, we provide the first 200, and then while you're training, you can place 3 ads and we'll let you earn. And if you're lucky, you'll earn enough that you won't have to.
He'll be back at zero.
Yeah.
Danny says he was then told his ads didn't earn the $200 back, so he would have to pay the difference.
I said, I'm kind of limited on funds, and I'm a widower and I'm struggling. That's why I'm looking for employment, or I wouldn't be calling you. Well, how am I supposed to pay you this? And I said, I don't have $18 to spend. If I've got to eat and buy gas to do my sales job.
He says from there, they told him he had to complete more ads to get any money.
And I thought, well, that's kind of harsh, but I realized, that is the job. So I pay her that, and it comes back and it says, now you're at $240 something. So I made like $40 off those 3 ads, according to her.
Danny says he put in a few $100s in cryptocurrency over the course of a few weeks, and it looked like his sales account was growing.
Then they said, all right, now you've made $800. Would you like to make a withdrawal? Absolutely. I haven't made a single dime since October, and this has gone into almost November. I want to see something. You say it's mine, it's in my account, I can see it, but I don't know how to access it. And they never would tell me. I go and I make the attempted withdrawal, freezes my account.
Danny says he tried to get answers, but he got the runaround. He says he eventually cut off contact and saw his account was closed. Then similar-looking job postings on Indeed disappeared.
Job market is difficult right now, and people are looking for income. And if this is quick and easy, then unfortunately, that's how they're getting people.
I asked Amy Mitchell with the Better Business Bureau about Danny's situation. Does it sound like a task scam to you? That's where my head immediately went when he explained this.
Yes, yeah, it's a glamorized job description or a task scam.
Amy says there are things to watch out for, like being asked to spend money up front in order to make money, or being told you have to use a particular communication app.
So if you start communicating with someone on a social media app and they ask you to download or change applications, that is typically where the scam starts coming in. So the communication can be clear and fine up until then, and then once you move to the app, it changes. So be really careful about switching applications.
Amy also told me a legitimate company should always have a phone number and address on their website.
There should be full contact information on any legitimate company's website, a phone number. And then if you look up those addresses, sometimes scam companies use P.O. boxes that look like real addresses as addresses, but they're not.
I looked at the company's website that Danny thought he applied to work for. It appears the company does exist, though I couldn't find a phone number. I did find an address for a New York office. This chart from the Federal Trade Commission shows 20,000 reported task scams in just the first half of 2024, 4 times more than reported in all of 2023. The FTC says the way scammers are hooking some people is by paying them a little to try and gain their trust. When the scammer asks you for money, they'll often ask for the deposit in crypto to unlock next tasks. As you complete each task, you'll see what looks like more and more supposed earnings in the app. They're fake, but the scammers want you to think those earnings are real.
Please report it to the FTC and BBB. We have a scam tracker on our website. We try to track these things and work with the FTC to shut them down.
And I'm just trying to earn and be a productive citizen, and I thought I was college educated and smart. Everybody I spoke to seemed to think it was a legitimate deal.
It appears the people who posted the listing on Indeed were falsely representing the legitimate company in New York. I wanted to check it out, so I reached out to the New York Attorney General's office to see if they have investigated the company. They told me they have not received any complaints. If you'd like more details from the Federal Trade Commission on how to report a scam, just look for the story on FOX23.com.